Now, hopefully, he doesn't kill the. Oh, there you go. You're the best.
Valley Club Cosmic Crucible has been my favorite game mode in Marvel Strike Force for a while now, but who knew switching to my defense could make that game mode even more fun. This week, we were able to one-shot the Odin Illuminati room. We were also able to one-shot the Cohorty with Annihilator room and a lot more. And if you're ready to see what we did to win and what we're using on defense, then you need to do Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're ready to have more fun in Cosmic Crucible. I went 0-3 last week, got my butt kicked pretty much every day last week, but switching my defense after that, and this week was so much fun. We had a lot more characters on offense, and we were able to one-shot a lot of the problematic rooms that we were previously having issues with. Now, if you get some value from this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell for even more Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos every single week on the channel. But let's get into the defense of the week, and this is what we have on defense right now. In room 1, previously we had the Annihilators and Absolute A-Force here. Now we have a big mix of team. Void Knight, Pav, we have Shadow King, we have Thanos, Endgame, and Kahori. Can create a lot of problems for your opponents, especially with Shadow King, now that we have some larger 7-star Shadow Kings running around in the wild. We have the Annihilators with Dormammu and Doom here. If they're not watching Doom, this can create problems. This is a pretty easy room to beat. We were using the Superior 6 on offense. Got him on defense now. It does pull some decent teams, but they're pretty easily beatable. This created a problem for all of my opponents this week. I think this room held every single day this week. We got the Illuminati, no Captain Britain, with Super Skrull, with Odin. Huge problems with this room, especially if you try to sack this room. And if you look at this team, even without Captain Britain, it was able to hold. This was day 3. They tried to do a Odin Illuminati, did not work against this team because of the Super Skrull. New Warriors did not work, and I'm not sure if, I guess they didn't get the clear because both the Odins are standing there. Day 2 also were not able to clear it. It looks like they tried to do a sacrifice with the Out of Time team. That didn't work, got canceled. Went in to do another sacrifice with the Death Seed team. And the Immortal X-Men looks like it did not work, so they just canceled out, saved that team for another room. And day 1, my opponent wasn't able to beat this room either. Went with Apocalypse, Old Man Logan, a few others canceled out of that. Immortal X-Men canceled out, and then another different hybrid with some Superior 6 and Old Man Logan. Apocalypse still was not able to beat that. So very strong defensively. We have Orcus here. We don't have Lady Deathstrike on this because we have Lady Deathstrike on offense. However, we have big time Spider-Man now. This is pretty much just like the Orcus team. It takes up kind of the same amount of team to beat this, but with Lady Deathstrike on offense, we are able to use her for some other counters. And this is a okay room. The level I have these characters are pretty weak right now, but we have some huge synergy with Agatha and Scarlet Witch. Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Scarlet Witch, and we have Morgan Le Fay and Scarlet Witch, and we have another Scarlet Witch potentially coming with Quicksilver. Now, this room is pretty beatable because of the levels of these characters, but once these characters are a little higher, could be pretty trickier for your opponents. And full disclosure, I did not come up with this defense. C Roe came up with this defense. I'm gonna put a link to his video down below, and what he said about this defense, it may not get you wins every single week, but it should get you full clears because of the amount of things that you're saving for offense. Now let's go to offense and see what we did to counter that Odin Illuminati. Let's go to day 1. We had that Odin Illuminati in room 2, and this solution was also from C Roe. I'm gonna put a link to his video down below where he explains this a little more in depth, but we have ways to counter all of these characters. So we have Mephisto there to counter the Odin. We have Apocalypse there to counter the Shuri focus that she's getting, because Odin stops the focus, or reduces the focus for the first attack. And Shuri's a big problem for Black Knight because Black Knight is a good counter for the Illuminati. However, if Shuri removes his charges, that's gonna be a problem. So we have the lower focus from Odin. We have a stun from Nightcrawler that we want to use on Captain Britain, and Echo is there to stop the assists from Odin. If Odin starts to do his assist, he can use his basic and get his battlefield effects on there. Echo is gonna hopefully stop that. All right, and we start this off with a basic for Mephisto on Odin. We want to get him as low health as possible to kill him. And we do the basic again, I believe, from, so we get the Shuri going, Hank Pym going, Hank goes again, and then I believe it's Mephisto's turn. Mephisto goes on Odin. we do the basic, he is dead there. So that is a huge problem. After Odin is done, then you can clean this team up if Captain Britain is eliminated. If you get Captain Britain and Odin eliminated, this is a pretty easy cleanup. Shuri and Hank Pym are problems. All right, now we got Odin going, and we're gonna use that empowered basic on Captain Britain if it goes. I'm remembering this. I don't think we even used the empowered basic on this because we didn't need it. But yeah, we go Nightcrawler, the big ultimate. We did stun Captain Britain. I don't think it landed on this match here. I did think it landed on day 2, but yeah, it is pretty much in hand now. As soon as Captain Britain goes down, we are good. Let's see what happens with the rest of this match. Captain Britain is going on Black Knight. Doesn't have charge. Oh, he does have the charge. So we get the charges back because he did one of his moves and he's just counterattacking everyone. And now we got the big Mephisto ult, eliminates Captain Britain. Nothing needed there from Apocalypse and Black Knight. There goes the empowered basic on Shuri. I guess I remember wrong, but that is how we beat it on day 1. Now in day 2, that Odin Illuminati was in stage 3, so we'll go take a look at that matchup. We didn't have an Odin Illuminati on day 3, so we didn't have a matchup there, but this matchup plays a little different. This one has the Black Bolt version, so they're gonna have a little bit more health. Let's go check out this replay, and we start off with the same. We do the basic, the pre-basic on Mephisto. We don't get the charges removed from Black Knight because of that passive from Apocalypse. There goes Hank with his 2 turns. And now we go back to Odin with that Mephisto. Don't think we kill him this time. Yeah, he's still in the yellow, doesn't die yet, but he is very, very low health. He is stunned. That stun's gonna get removed from the Nightcrawler. We got the ultimate off. And there's the stun, and they get their Captain Britain going. So we don't get the stun that Captain Britain. We did the ultimate instead of stunning Captain Britain, but this match still works out. There's a lot of contingencies. Odin even gets his special off, gets his charges up, and Apocalypse goes. He gets his ultimate off, and now Black Knight does not fully kill Odin. There he goes, and this match is done. There goes Black Panther. Shuri still have not used the empowered basic from Apocalypse. Captain Britain almost dead. Black Bolt almost dead. Hank Pym almost dead. And it's just a matter of time. We're getting some retaliations from Black Knight. There's the Mephisto ult, and it eliminates everyone. Super easy. If you could afford Mephisto and Apocalypse on offense, this is the way to go to beat that Odin Illuminati. And one of the other problems that we were facing was that Room 1, Annihilators and Absolute A-Force. However, the Immortal X-Men, very, very good against that team. We faced a version of the Annihilators and Kahori with Dormammu on day 1. So let's go check out this matchup. And this is a pretty easy matchup. They don't have Mephisto. We're just gonna go and stun the Gore. Gore gets stunned. We're gonna do a big AoE. Gore, we're gonna try to eliminate. That is the big threat here. Once we get Polaris pulling them all together, we could use that special from Cabal to remove some turn meter. Here comes the Beast special. Then we're gonna pull them together with Polaris. Big thing you want to watch here, and we screwed this up on day 2. You don't want to accidentally drop Thanos into the yellow. He's going to eliminate your entire team if that happens. So you got to be very careful how you play this. Yeah, very, very easy matchup here. Storm with her ultimate eliminates pretty much everybody. And then it's just a matter of time before Gladiator goes down. He does have a lot of health, so this takes a little while, but pretty much Thanos is eliminated. That means it is game over. Once you get past that Thanos passive, it is a pretty easy matchup. Yeah, this does take a little while, but we're in control of this. Gladiator's not going to do too much against this Cosmic Crucible team. Here he goes. It's going to take a little while to get his health down. We're still working on him. There goes Beast. He is ability block, and Jean Grey gets the finish. No. Does Polaris get the finish? No. Does Cable? No. Who gets the finish? It is Cable. Cable gets the finish on that one. Now, day 2, we tried to do that same matchup. However, they had a Mephisto in here, so it went with a double sack. Unfortunately, what it did, it put a double exhausted on them. And some of the moves that we did, we tried to do that exact same team. It dropped Thanos into the yellow and just killed our entire team. So the big thing here, we try to play this same. However, with it double exhausted, it just does not work. So we get the stun on Gore. We get the AoE from Jean Grey. That is fine, but we use a special from Beast. Probably should have used the basic here. And this is the big mistake. We drop Thanos with this and we die. Polaris drops him. Should have used the basic for Polaris though. as well. So if you're facing this team with Mephisto in there, probably needs a little more finesse when you're using your Immortal X-Men, but there is a way to one-shot this team. We did that on day 3. So day 3, we did one-shot this team, same exact team, Kahori, Mephisto, Annihilators. We went with a different team though. We used Cabal with Captain Britain. We have Captain Britain for offense because he's not with Odin and Skrull with the rest of the Illuminati on defense. And we have Mephisto. A lot of players use Mephisto on defense. Well, as you can see, that Mephisto, he can beat the Odin and Illuminati and this team as well. Let's go take a look at the replay for this. And we started this off. Mephisto goes to Gladiator. We want to try to get through Gladiator. We also have to watch Thanos. Thanos is the one that we have to watch now. Big thing here, this does have a lot of RNG. You do need Mephisto to crit to allow your Cabal to go. If Mephisto didn't crit, this would not work. So you need to make sure that, or you need to get lucky and have Mephisto critting there. We did have the crit, so we got Iron Patriot. Namor is gonna go now, and luckily does not drop Thanos into the yellow. So we're still good there. We go on Gladiator. We kind of have to go on Gladiator because he's taunting. Kahori's also taunting now. We keep working on Gladiator, and I think we move the big, oh, there it goes. Nope, Captain Britain is still alive. The big thing we want Captain Britain to stop those 2 turns of Kahori. All right, he is dead, but he did stop those first 2 turns of Kahori. So she is just like a normal, she just has a normal speed. So now we go with Iron Patriot. We did the big ultimate on Kahori, and she got the stun there. We now have Mephisto doing his ultimate. That is a problem, but we are able to take that. Now we do the Mephisto back. Luckily, it does not drop Thanos. And what we're thinking here at this point is even if we lose this, Thanos is a pretty easy cleanup. So at this point, I'm thinking we won, but that we're still trying to get that one shot. That one shot does look very nice. This is another problem. Almost kills Namor, almost kills Iron Patriot. And, oh, did he go? I don't remember. No, he stays alive. All right, now we get Iron Patriot working on all these characters, getting that vulnerable up. We have Gladiator still there, very, very low on health, and Mephisto eliminates him. And the big special from Namor, huge damage. That is what came in clutch in this match. And the reason we're able to use Mephisto on this is because they didn't have a Illuminati Captain Britain on defense. So we were able to switch up the team that we're using to beat that. We had the Secret Defenders and Black Knight beat the Hive Mind pretty easily in this matchup. We use our Apocalypse Ghost. We didn't need him for that, and our Tangled Web to fight this X-Men team. Now we had Agatha on defense, and what we were able to do, still able to beat Orcus and Orcus hybrids even without Agatha there. Blade, Oath, and Moon Knight were enough to beat the Orcus teams on this day. The Immortal X-Men are pretty strong and even beat teams like this Spider Society, even with Super Skrull. Let's go take a look at this matchup. And this is actually a pretty simple matchup. Beats this full Spider Society, beats Super Skrull. And normally, if you're not using this team, this could be a problem. Normal Spider Society counters like the Secret Defenders don't necessarily work with Super Skrull on the field. We use the big special from Storm. We use the big AoE. We go special with Beast, and then we pull everybody together with Polaris, and then reduce the speed of everybody with Cable. Now we do the big Cable special on Skrull. This is a pretty easy team to beat if they don't have Skrull. We could clean it up pretty easily if they don't have Skrull, so we're just trying to focus on Skrull at this point. But once Storm does her ultimate, this is pretty much game over. She hasn't used her ultimate yet. Gets some damage from Jean, puts a lot of negative effects on everybody. Skrull is not dead initially, but does die after all that. And then we have the big elimination from Storm. Doesn't quite kill Peter B, doesn't quite kill Ghost Spider. Peter B is a little annoying. Once we get a heal block on him, he should fall, and there's the heal block, falls immediately. And we just have to watch some of the dodges from Ghost Spider, but this match is pretty much over at this point. Oh, Astral is kind of a problem. This was a tough matchup. Thought this would be easy matchup, but it did not go as planned. Old Man Logan pretty much carried this match. Let's go see what happened here. All right, so we want to get to Doctor Strange. The stun does not land. We try to stun him with Nightcrawler. That doesn't work. And we get another stun with Old Man Logan. We do get the stun there. And we focusing on Strange and then try to go back to Shadow King. Shadow King is actually the real threat because it's a 7-star Shadow King, lots of damage. And previously, before we had a lot of Shadow Kings that were 7 stars in the WoW, Strange was the primary target on Astral. Now that Shadow King is bigger, he is a problem. Yeah, Dawkin is gonna go. No revive once on Dawkin. We do have a revive once on Old Man Logan, so that is good, but that's like the only thing keeping us alive. We do get Panapool that could come back to life, so that is good, but Old Man Logan, pretty much all about him. We don't get the stun on, no, that was the ultimate. There's no stun on the ultimate. But we get all those negative effects to land on Shadow King. We go Panapool, and they just keep getting barrier, bringing everything back to life, and it is tough. We get everything flipped. Lady Deathstrike dies. Panapool about to die. Luckily, we have a revive once on Old Man Logan, and yeah, it's very, very risky here. Hanging on by a thread. Old Man Logan goes down, but he comes back to life. No revive once, no death proof. If he dies here, it is over. Panapool is about to go. Panapool goes, but comes right back to life. Old Man Logan hits Strange again, so he can't bring characters back to life. We get the stun on him. Lots of bleeds all around, but still very, very risky. Strange almost dead. Shadow King almost dead, but yeah, they are still alive. Now we need the ultimate to go off. Luckily, they're hitting Old Man Logan. We get the ultimate, and still not dead. There goes Ancient One. And there goes Shadow King and Strange, and now it is game over. Man, that was a close, risky match. Now, that same Astral team, a lot of players are placing it in room 6. We use a different team for that Astral team, and we're able to get a much cleaner win. We have a lot of extra. This was our last match on day 1, but we had a lot of extra. Let's go see how this matchup went. So this is really designed to control Shadow King. We go Shadow King. We get the ability block on him. He can't be stunned, so we need to get a ability block on him so he can't do his ultimate. So we brought in Titanias to get that ability block. Now we start to work on Stranger again, bring characters back to life. Once he is ability block, we want to go back to Stranger and really eliminate what Strange is able to do. Finishing this up, and we get some charges on Weaver. Strange is stunned. We need to go back to Shadow King. We do the ultimate, we get the claws out, and it is looking good so far. This is a much cleaner way to beat this team. However, it is using some Masters of Evil. You are using Old Man Logan. You are using your Tangled, and you may need them out of the other rooms, but it's an easy way to beat Astral. So that's what worked for me this week in Cosmic Crucible, and hopefully this gives you some ideas of what you could use to counter some teams on offense and what you could possibly place on defense. Not just Mephisto standard on defense, not just Captain Britain on defense. There are use for him splitting up and using them on offense. A big shout out to C Roe for all these ideas on defense and helping with my offense this week. Link to his video is going to be down below, and if you got some value from this video, leave it a like. And if you want to see what are the best characters to farm right now in Marvel Strike Force, the 10 best characters to farm, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk Fist Bump, ValleyFlyin out.